you remember when I ever so cockily, in the first look video of this, the Hoover Junior, whatever it is, 1412, the cheap budget, let's use up all the spare parts we've got even though we're going to keep the range going, Hoover Junior range of turbo power. It's very complicated, isn't it? Do you remember when I said how rare these were, how it's amazing that even in its current state I have this one at all? Probably shouldn't have been so cocky, because today we have to unbox another one! God, they're like buses, aren't they? You wait for ages and then bang, you get run over by two of them. Let's get the latest one unboxed and see if it's any better than this one. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? Mr. James, who this is ultimately for, has been very busy. We'll put that one to one side because obviously he got that one, found it somewhere, Gumtree or something, bought it and had it posted to me. Obviously we looked at that and realised that it's pretty trashed, let's be honest. Since then, he's actually found two more. There was another one which was local to another collector actually, whose machines you have seen before, the guy that owns the very boxed Hoover Conquest and that Hoover Compact Electronic. Yeah, he lived very close to it. He picked up another one that again was quite trashed. Then James finds a third. He got, I think he picked it up actually. It turned out to be, because this is the problem with collecting vacuum cleaners. You wait for ages for the ideal mint machine and you find none, and all of a sudden when you're not looking, bang, there they are. It's why I personally never bothered to chase dream machines. You know, I mean, I've always wanted a Hoover Centratronic. Loved one. I used to have one, System 5, got rid of it, really regretted it. Then obviously, as you know, James just finds one on Gumtree and buys it because he thinks it's alive, and then gives it to me as part payment for those other machines I did for him last year. It just happened. There is no real point, obviously you can if you want, but there's no point in chasing that dream machine, because one day you'll just find one. So what have we got here? Well, we have, I think James probably gave me this. Well, actually a bag that I've been meaning to get some of myself. These are the For Your Home, get these on eBay under the Ella Electrical H18 HEPA bags. So I've always meant to get these, but as you know, I now add a HEPA flow into everything that breathes, a pneumatic HEPA flow, and that does the job. And it's sort of, because I don't use these machines enough to warrant packs and packs and packs of bags. That does, so we shall keep that for the after video. Won't bother fitting it now. Keep that safe. What else do we have? Well, this, and I know the condition of this, James has told me. If you remember, on this one, in fact, I've actually bodged it out a bit. I found I had a Hoover Junior cord hook, so I've cable tied it on. It actually works really, really well. Fantastically well, because it didn't have its original hook. Well, I never knew what one looked like. This is it. It doesn't rotate. It is fixed, I think. Yes, it is fixed. I'm not messing it. Probably why they're snapped off, because there are 3 holes in the original handle, and I think the first one holds, it looks like it should do something, but it very much doesn't, and I very much don't want to test it. I think it must hold it stable, although as you can see it's a bit, you can see why they don't really get on very well. Apart from that, paint wise it's beautiful. There is some tape all over that, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything structural, so win. So we have an handle. Put this, try and get into shot of it. You know, I'm terrible with these shot layouts. There we go. What's next? Well, we have an cable, which is good. with, for our plug enthusiasts out there, an Electro Malaysia plug. Never heard of those before, but it looks like it will do the job of transmitting magic to where it needs to go. So I'm putting this up there. I'm so paranoid about that top corner. What's next? Well, and bag. Again, nothing. In fact, it's just as disgusting. In fact, it's even more. No, it's not actually. That one was pretty bad, wasn't it? Before we vacuumed it out, we have another bag. Seems to be, if I hold it up to the old one, exactly the same condition, I'll be honest. So that's good to see. If I do happen to find any, oh God, it's belching out sand everywhere. If I happen to find any damage, obviously we have a spare. The lower handle, again, well, there's a bit of damage to the paint, but that's where the top handle goes on. That will polish up an absolute treat. And it all seems to be packed inside a fruit box. So we're going to get it out of that food box, pop that way over there. Got some bubble wrap, keep that. And have a look at the state of this machine. You're a little bit closer, because I have been told by Mr. James that it is much better than the one we have seen before, and immediately he is right, because look, it has its corners. That is the only damage. It has its corners. It's very worn, but that is all there, isn't it? That is much better. It also seems to be attached, because if you remember from this one, it's a bit less attached, isn't it? So that is again immediately better. Oh, well, that's for the handle, isn't it? I wonder what that was. Put that to one side. So we have two of them, and immediately this one is more purple to my eyes than this one. This one has a very lilac-y twinge to it. This one doesn't. The junior branding on this one is a completely different shade of pink. I think we'll come a bit closer in a second, and it's also not quite as good quality. Bring you down into the patented wobbly camera mode. There we go. You can tell the difference. I can on the screen. This is more purpley than this one. Gosh, they're cheap machines, aren't they? If you look here, look, I don't know how well the camera will pick it up, but you can just see the outline is white, and it's very poor quality. Whereas this one is more purple than that pink, and again the quality is a lot better than this one. Though this one, the writing is in better condition. You can see the G missing there, but there is nothing I can do about that, because obviously this is part of the hood, so I can never just swap the hoods around like I can on a turbo power while we are in wobbly camera mode. I don't know how dated these are, so they're both U1412s. The one we have just unboxed is from December 1991. The other one is from, oh, there's me light, look, March 1991. So this is newer than this one. I can't imagine they ran for very long. So I think 91, there might be a couple at 1992, but I'd imagine they were all made at the same time and then sort of, you know, that was it, finish it. Right, let's get you back on the tripod and we'll have a look underneath. There again, oh, that's not even straight. God, terrible quality. We have a lot of differences. So on the first one, right, it's a lot more scuffed, scraped and damaged underneath than this one. You can tell on the skid plates, but we have a black base plate, whereas on this one we have a very purple base plate. Brush roll wise, well, immediately this has the better brush roll. I think it has a belt on it though. No, it doesn't have a belt on it. In fact, because it doesn't have a belt on it, we may as well, because obviously we need to put this together in a minute and see how it runs. We'll take the base plates off quickly. Four screws. And then, oof, where's that flat base screwdriver I have? This seems to be stuck on with dirt. Oh wow. Yeah, that's a lot of dirt though. It's not actually clogged, it's just been used damp. Immediately tell you that. Oh yeah, look, there we go. It's not going to do much use, although it is a genuine Hoover belt. So, yeah, crikey. This has been used very badly. Oh. The state of that. Get that off straight away and put it to one side, because I'm not having that going back in. There it's, yeah, there is a lot to not like about that. You can even see that they still, because again I think this is a standard turbo power, it's a standard turbo power base chassis, because there is where the metal spring runs, that's where the wheels clip in, that's where the height adjuster goes, and I think they're two different, no, they're probably one different normal turbo power. Probably convert one of these to take wheels. But then again, once you did that, you would have no way to adjust them, so it might make them run better. So if a normal turbo power base plate fits on, and I see no reason why it wouldn't, but do not have one to hand to confirm, you might be able to make these, you know, be useful, because they're pretty horrible normally, by just fitting wheels to it with a turbo power base plate. Anyway, the main reason to do this is because I want the belt from this one. There we go. Pop you back on there because meh, nobody cares. I mean, this belt's pretty knackered anyway, but it's a lot less knackered than the other one, for reasons which I'm sure, dear viewers, you fully appreciate. Put that here. Whilst I'm blocking your entire view with my arm, the wheels on the newer one are better. Yeah, the whole, it's just better. I mean, like I say, James didn't hunt out for this, he just found it, because he messaged me saying, oh my gosh, you know, what's wrong? He said, I found a third. I'm not going to be seeing the second one, I don't think, because the person that picked it up, when we realised the condition, just basically, you know, there's no point in sending it over if I've now got a much better one. James was letting keep it, I think, said, yeah, thank you very much, but save a load of postage hassle, just keep hold of it. There's nothing Becco can do with it, they're so worthless. There's not much point in, you know, sending it over. We are going to just get rid of some of this though. Oh gosh, wow. Look at that! Yeah, big doggy, dampy. Oh, this will be, I won't wash this straight away, it'll be removed and soaked. That'll do, we're not going to make it spotless for now. So what we probably should do at this juncture, oh that dust, is take two more screws out if I can find them. There it is. Since we're only these 2 screws away. Are we? Ah, no, we're not. We are 3 more screws away. It's been a while since I filmed the first video. No more is. We'll soon find out. Really? Well, I regret starting this. Where's the... I don't recall them. Oh no, wait, because I've got to clip it off the front. Yeah, what, you go away. Ooh, very nice. There's no date wheel on it. Yeah, that is... I'm going to try and just basically brace that with tape and Q-bond and nothing else. In here is very more evidence of dog. Yeah, apart from that, well, the armature has seen some use, however the motor does spin. Can't ask for more than that. That's very good. Very good indeed. Right, I'm going to pause quickly now, lob this together, and I'll fit the handle. We don't need to be fitting the handle. And we'll give it a bit of a whirl, because we've got some dirt to pick up now. I found something wrong with it. Note on the first one that the bag that's there is the top of the bag fitting where it screws in and seems to sit on top of the plastic tab. Yeah. Look, we have a piece of metal screwed into place. Not entirely sure why. We'll have it out to see the score. Oh, the tab is in place. It's a nice bit of metal work, look. Be proud of that. But I'm not entirely sure it's warranted, really. Because the bag does still fit on there perfectly. I mean, you probably could put it back to lock the bag on. But it seems alright. I shall keep a close eye on that, and as I could possibly... No, I can't even change that around because it is a completely different shade. I think in this light, yeah, it's completely different shade. This is more of a U1412 blue. This is more of a Turbo Power U1436 in lilac, but not, if that makes sense. You have to sort of have seen them in the flesh, really. Right, I'm going to carry on quickly because obviously we are still missing a little part. And here we go. We'll pop the old one to one side for a move. And give it a bit of a go. Well, it stinks of dog, sounds terrible, but runs. Marvellous. So, if I just pull the magical electricity device out, in fact, look, we can do what we couldn't do in the last video and wind up the cable. One of the reasons I fitted that cord hook to the other one was because it was rattling around the shed. The cable was going everywhere and it really annoyed me. So it's nice to be able to wind the cable up. So, there we go. Got 2 of them. Oh, look at that, aren't they rare? God, you'll never see another one. No. I'd have 3 if I could be bothered, but there doesn't seem much point. So, yeah. 2 quite different ones. 1 quite damaged. 1 probably as mint as they're going to get. What's the plan? Well, yeah, the more damaged one has more of a lean to the handle as well, whereas this one doesn't. Plans? Well, both are going to come apart. The best bits from both, apart from now the body colour parts, which I can't do anything about, will go on to Mr. James's, as usual. You know how I work. And James said I could keep this one. And I might. Obviously it's got its damaged bumpers, but they are only cosmetic. I might keep it around for a bit, see if I can brighten the place up with it, knock a few quid off the bill, because, you know, I'll be given a nice toy. And you shall see these again very, well, possibly, no. At some point you will see these again looking completely lovely, as shiny as they can get, and hopefully purring. As you know, if you watch my channel, a turbo power should. If you've watched my full stripped down and refurb of actually both the turbo power boost, the nice metallic one that I did for Mr. Steve Green, and the turbo power Junior U1412 that I did for young Joe for his first turbo power, to give him a good start and a benchmark to buy future ones. You know, it's that process. The only thing different is the sort of structure of the thing. The motor and the brush roll. We'll go through all of that. I won't do it on camera though. And we should be left with 2 machines that work at the very least. They may not look quite as good, but they'll work as they would have done when they rolled out of Merthyr Tydfil. I think these would have come from, or no, Canberra's. So I never know, because I've been told before on comments, the actual Royal Warrant says Merthyr. But I'm sure Merthyr would have, at this point, this would be 90s, Perivale would have been in the abandoned wreck by this point, I think. Don't think Tesco bought it then. I think the head office was Merthyr, wasn't it? Please comment and tell me, I'll pick it up one day. Merthyr was the corporate head office and the washing machine plant. Cambuslang is where the vacuums were made, so these are probably Cambuslang machines. I do beg your pardon. Scotland! As good as when they left Scotland all those years ago. I'd have been 5, 87, 88, 89, 90, 4 when these were new. I think they've aged better than me. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Comment, like, subscribe, do a little dance, all of that. And I shall see you soon with yet something else. Possibly disgusting, possibly beautifully refurbished for us to look at. Bye bye.